Good afternoon, John, and thank you for joining this ARPAS-UK Fireside chat.
Thanks for having me.
You know, I've heard quite regularly about Slink-Tech and your portal system these days, so we're really delighted to have you with us today. Can I ask you to maybe introduce yourself and explain to us what is Portal exactly? We understand that it's a deployable, automated vertiport solution, but if you can share more details, that'd be great.
Yes, thank you. My name is John Goudie. I'm the CEO and founder of Slink-Tech, and our company is building a technology called Portal. It's designed to be installed at the drone ports and the vertiports of the future. It's a combined sensor and control system that supports automated flight operations from any number of different drone use cases, from medical deliveries to just-in-time cargo, and in the future, passenger eVTOLs that are emerging in the market. So we provide the automation and the control system that supports these sites from small to large locations, and our intention is to support and make it easy for anyone to adopt drone technology in their own facilities.
So, thinking back about your journey, what was the aha moment? Why did you decide to go into infrastructure?
Yeah, my background's in avionics, and I'd worked on a number of aircraft and drone projects, and I realized that there was a lot of people focused on the aircraft already in the market. There's a huge number of drone companies, and there wasn't as many infrastructure companies. And so I saw as a kind of an enabling system to this whole ecosystem. It's really important to have not just the aircraft, but the infrastructure, the traffic management solutions, the drone ports. And so Slink-Tech decided to develop technology in this sector and bringing our avionics expertise from our team on how to build a really highly safety critical, highly automated drone port system. We've been funded through a number of Future Flight Challenge projects to date. The Future Flight Challenge has been investing in infrastructure technology across multiple different drone sectors. And so they've funded our technology project with a number of partners over the years. Currently, we're working on a project called Project Dragon's Heart with Snowdonia Aerospace Center, Volant Autonomy and Skyports. This is based around putting and deploying infrastructure to support the NHS Wales delivery goals. So NHS Wales are interested in blood, pathology samples, all kind of the major just-in-time drone delivery use cases for medical. But we're positioning this project as a kind of a blueprint to scale across Wales. Wales is extremely rural, as they have a big gap in service levels between the major cities in Wales and the rural areas. And so drones have been identified as a kind of enabling solution to bridge the divide between the kind of urban and the suburban and rural areas.
And so I understand that one of the key features of Portal is that it functions with limited people on site, essentially. It allows more automation. I'm not an expert, but can you explain to us maybe a little bit how the sensors are deployed and how they interact with the system so that you can offer this service with limited people on site?
Yeah, good question. I think the key thing is that we're going to be stepping through different levels towards full autonomy. So in the near term with the project, we're supporting humans on the ground to keep the landing area safe. So we're detecting drones, humans, other vehicles in the landing area and making safe decisions about where the drones could potentially land. The intention is to remove from a kind of a human in the loop system, which we can support, all the way to providing direct flight guidance to the incoming vehicles. And this will allow more companies to adopt the technology without having to hire specialist staff. Autonomy is safer. I've heard people speak at conferences stating they want to see most of the drones in the sky highly automated in the future. And it's really important that we have automation at every step, not just the middle bit where the USpace or UTM services are providing, but also at the final approach and the launch and landing sites. It's really key we have highly secure, safe solutions at these landing sites.
So you mentioned several times safety. Safety is paramount in aviation, and in a way your system is a digital system. So how do you go about, let's call it assurance of the system so that it can be supported, for example, by aviation authorities?
It's a good question. Currently, there's no direct standards for drone port automation systems, but we are working alongside the CAA's Innovation Sandbox to understand the requirement set, understand our path to 𝗟𝗄𝗍 type of certification, especially for some of the higher sale risk category operations. We do see our system needing to be certified for those. However, in the near term, we're supporting kind of the test drone market by installing our system at early test sites. We have a strong relationship with the Snowdonia Aerospace Centre, which is one of the UK's first CAA permanent test sites. So it's exciting to see our technology deployed at that site and supporting some of the testing we'll be doing in the future. We'll be testing the NHS Wales project out of Snowdonia in February and March. So it's an exciting location, and we're always happy to host people and bring people to the aerospace centre if they wish to view the portal or use and benefit from the test site up in North Wales.
So yes, the project you're working on is exciting. We've heard about it. A lot of people have heard about it. It also raises another question in my head, which is, who would you like to engage with? What is your audience in a way? Who should we recommend you in terms of stakeholders to support your growth?
Yeah, we're always looking to talk to existing aerodromes. They obviously have air traffic flying into these aerodromes already. We always happy to speak to logistics companies who are looking to understand what's next for drones. Is drones part of their logistics roadmap? And medical, and continue to outreach to more medical and emergency services. The eVTOL OEMs obviously have a need for the technology, so happy to speak to them. And I guess landowners, the vertiports do need land. I know we provide the technology to install at these sites, but there needs to be a close partnership with the existing landowners. And so if we are deploying more drone ports and vertiports, there's definitely a discussion to be had. We see other stakeholders as local councils. Obviously, planning permission will drive a lot of the discussion going forward. So we are working on a project called Project Urban Ascent with Coventry City Council and Skyfarer, MTC, and Otis Aviation and Coventry University. That project is exploring the council requirements for deploying vertiports and drone ports and services based from those ports.
That's brilliant. And if I may ask a final question, during one of our discussions, you had mentioned that one of your objectives with the portal was affordability, as opposed to maybe much larger complex systems like a complete UTM. Can you maybe explain to us what is your position on this and the specificities in a way of portal in terms of, when I mean affordability, I mean in terms of cost?
Yeah. In regards to the portal, there's different levels of portal. And so we see early users of the portal not having as much traffic volume as some of the busy sites will have in the future. However, we want to remain flexible to upgrade people from what we call the Portal Lite up to the Portal Standard or the Portal Pro in the future. And so the Portal Lite will cover small landing sites, imagine small drone drop-off points, but the Portal Pro will be managing kind of large multi-user, highly autonomous, high traffic volume, high capacity locations. And so the same technology provides the safe routing and the safe landing guidance to the kind of small locations as it does the large locations. But with the large locations, you need more sensors. There's more intelligence being running all the time, and there's high levels of safety assurance required. And so our intention is to upgrade customers from their drone journey off and the light product, and hopefully get them to increase their capacity with our support and our operational system. And then we can have more customers upgrading in the future. We also have a different model than those that are buying land and building their own drone ports. We're providing technology directly to existing companies. So I see a need for both. I see a use for kind of the bespoke drone ports and vertiports, but also I see lots of different configurations of drone ports feeding into those larger networks. And so our intention is to provide a system that's compatible not just with other portals, but the wider ecosystem. And that would be a kind of an enabler for scale.
So I think it's a very personal opinion, but I think it's spot on. The flexibility that you're describing will really be useful and impactful for the market as it scales up. Thank you very much, John, for all these explanations. It's really great to see how the company and the technology is growing, scaling. You are on board beautiful projects, so we will, definitely keep an eye on all those developments. They are very exciting. We'll also add some contact details so that the people know how to reach you guys. Thank you very much.